I'm Doug Kessler, one of the founders and creative director of Velocity, which is a B2B content marketing agency in London. The most important thing for us when we're looking for new people is cultural fit. Are they going to fit with Velocity? Are they going to be happy in Velocity? And, that's really what we're looking for. And I suppose, obviously, for each department, there's the talent. For account people, it's a demonstration of who they are when they give an interview. This is it. For designers or writers, you're looking at their books. So talent is it's weird to call it a price of entry, but in a way it is. You don't get into the room if you're not very talented. Once you're in the room, we're looking for, would you fit here? And then the big question is, would you be happy here? Would you love doing this work? And if someone would love doing the work, they're going to do great. So I don't think you can ever ensure someone's going to fit in. We've got it wrong a few times. We try really, really hard. One of the things we do is almost every new candidate, when they get past a certain stage, meets a lot of people. So they could meet 10, they could meet 12 or 15 people. It used to be that new people met everyone in the agency. We got a bit too big for that, but we still throw a lot of people at them. No matter what role it is. If it's a designer, they'll meet account people, they'll meet writers, they'll meet other designers. And that's a really important part. Some of that is group interviews, which is just going to the pub or whatever. But that's a big part of it. And then we all talk about our experiences with that person. So it's pretty rigorous. It's pretty intensive. It takes a lot of time, but I don't think anybody resents that time. I think we all know how important it is. It is great if you see someone who's blogging, who's participating in social media, who's digital native. It's a big thing. We do love that. But a CV for us is actually just gone way down in importance. We have people who on paper, we just hired a developer who dropped out of college. He didn't like it at all, and I thought that took balls to do. It's so easy to just stay in and finish. That's an example. So CV for us is really low on the list. For the talent-based, obvious talent things like designers or writers, that's what counts, their book. It's always that. For account people, there's a little bit of CV, what's their life's been like, but CV is definitely not a big, we don't spend a lot of time poring over CVs. Getting noticed by Velocity, I love it when people approach and have done their homework and have been on our site and demonstrate that that's the fact and that they like what they saw. I'm amazed how few candidates say, wow, I was out on your site and I love this and I love that. That's what gets you noticed. You'd think that would be the starting point, that everybody would do that. It's pretty amazing to me that it's not the case, that, you'll get people who, do you know what we do? Not really. It's like, really? Why are you here? So getting noticed that way. I think the gimmicky ways to get noticed tend to backfire. I don't think people need to do that. Yes, there's a noisy world. Yes, there's a lot of people looking for jobs, but the gimmicky stuff generally, I think, just falls over that NAF line, and people don't like that. So I don't think it's that hard to get noticed with a sincere approach, intelligent approach that shows you've done your homework and you love what you do and you love what Velocity does. That someone will notice. Interview mistakes, I guess, if they, again, haven't done their homework, a little bit of homework, visit our website, that's just a killer for me. It's like, it shows just no passion for this place. There aren't a lot of, interview killers where they just, they said the wrong thing. Like, we're not sitting there to trap people. We're not there to try to get them to expose their weaknesses or anything. So I don't think people should worry too much about the big mistake, but that is a big fundamental one. Have you figured out a lot about us? A lot of people in interviews are like, what can Velocity do for me? What can you do for my career? And of course that's important, but you have to also think, what can I bring to Velocity? And so I have to understand Velocity. I have to know what this agency is about and where I might fit. I like in interviews when the candidate asks a lot of questions to figure that out rather than assume it. So I like if they turn it around and they're interviewing us. I think is a really good technique. A plan for your career. I suppose for some people it's just great and and they execute their plan and they have the career they expected. I think it's a vanishingly rare experience, really. So people who have a plan, doesn't mean their plan's right. You should be open to a career going many different ways. mine did. For me, it was kind of successive approximation. You know, I got into the world as an assistant account manager at Ogilvy in New York, and I loved the world, but I didn't like account work that much. And I migrated over to copywriting, and there's been these little migrations where I want to do more of what I love and a little less of what I don't like, and little by little find myself in a place that I'm really happy. So I think young people should, well, I know you're not all about young people, but I do think young people should think that way, not what's my career and this job will be my career, just what's my first step, then how do I tweak from here? Get yourself in the world that you're interested in, like. So I'm not huge on career planning. I'm not against it. It's just that since those plans rarely come true, maybe it's better just to look inside and make your next best move. But that's probably not a very Anthony Robbins thing to say. It's not very achievery to have a 5 and 10 year goal. So I don't want to be against that. People who have it, fantastic. But I think it's okay to not have it. So creative, technical, and commercial, this is a really good trifecta of skills to have. And by technical, I don't think it means you have to code. I think when people say everybody has to be a coder, that's just unrealistic. Not everyone's going to be good at coding. But you should be able to live with a coder. You should be able to work with coders and know what they do and what kind of variables work for them and what they need to do their job. And the creative and business coming together is pretty essential in our work too. I think if you're in a bit of a silo and you're all about the art and don't really understand the commercial context, your chance of succeeding is a lot lower. You can do pretty work, you can do crafted work, but it's when it connects up that you've got breakthrough, wonderful stuff.
Source LF are London's leading creative communications and media recruitment agency. Be sure to like our video and subscribe to this channel. Take the moment to watch another of our videos on screen now.